What's up everyone, this is Lauren, also known as StrangeLuv on Xbox Live, and I'm super excited because I finally got my HD PVR, so I'll be able to record some decent gameplay with good quality. I won't be limited to using the Black Ops Theater mode anymore, and as fun as it was, it served its purpose for me, but I'm glad to move on to bigger and better things. So today, I decided to do my first commentary. I'm going to talk about Hardcore mode, because if you ever see me on Black Ops or on Xbox Live, I'm probably playing Hardcore Team Deathmatch with my friends. And I know it's not as popular as Core, but if you've never given it a try, maybe after you hear my commentary, you'll be inspired to go give it a try someday. And what you're watching right now in the background is just some of my gameplay, and it's not as entertaining as watching somebody who's playing Core mode, but I hope you still enjoy it. And I play Hardcore for the simple reason that there's increased bullet damage. I think that's really the only reason people play Hardcore in the first place. You don't have to waste an entire clip of bullets in one guy just to have him run around the corner and your teammate finishes him off. You'll get the assist. I think that is so frustrating, and I'm the queen of assists at this point when I play Core, so I made the transition over to Hardcore just to kind of balance it out. I like to play both game modes. I don't just stick to one, you know. I switch it up, and it just makes the gameplay a little bit more fun. Because when I play Hardcore, I get in like a different mood. Since it is a different type of gameplay, you get a little bit more strategic, and you just act a little bit differently. It's a completely different feeling. People die faster, and you know, get to save your ammo and all that good stuff, but there's also a lot of cons to playing Hardcore if you've never done it before. I've noticed that people like to camp. Like, they just go into camper mode. They'll put on Ghost Pro, Ninja Pro, and they'll just sit behind their claymore in a corner or in a window, and they'll just wait for you to run by. And that just kind of drives me crazy. So the best way to counter that is to put on a spy plane for your kill streak, and if you are consistently getting 7 or 8 kills in a row, throw up an SR-71 also. You'll help out your teammates, you'll make everyone happy, and you'll kind of fish out all of those campers. And I don't know why people camp. I think it's just because there's limited HUD and increased bullet damage that they're just afraid to run out there and get killed or something, so they just kind of huddle in a corner. So there has to be a way to get them out somehow. And sometimes when you run around, you'll just find people anyway. You don't really even need the kill streak sometimes, depending on how good you are, I guess. Another thing that kind of makes people mad about Hardcore is friendly fire, because if you're used to playing Core, you're just like shooting noob tubes everywhere and blowing things all to hell, but it doesn't affect your teammates. Well, in Hardcore it does. You know, it's 3 strikes and you're out, so don't just go out there blowing things up, because you're going to kill your teammates, you're going to piss them off, and you'll get kicked out of the game. Also, try not to put on a kill streak that kills your teammates, like a napalm strike or something like that, because that'll also get you kicked out of the game if you kill enough of your teammates. So that's just something you have to kind of work around, so it does change your strategy up a little bit on how you play the game. If you're a run and gun kind of person, you have to put a little bit more strategy into your running and gunning, depending on how good you are again. Something else that kind of frustrates me about Hardcore that I don't think they really need is the respawn penalty. And in Hardcore they have a wave spawn, so if you die and you're the first one to die on your team for a little while, it'll start a timer, and anyone who dies on your team within that time will come back with you. They'll respawn with you. And I think I've wasted so much time at the respawn screen that I bet if you added up all that time, it's probably as long as me actually playing the game. I think they could get rid of the respawn penalty and it would be fine. Personally, if Core mode had the increased bullet damage that Hardcore has, I would like it a lot more. I think you can keep everything that Core has, it's absolutely fine, but if people died in 1 or 2 bullets, that would be perfect. And for me, the game that does that is Call of Duty 2 from back in the day, and I think it was 2005, and it was just a smoother gameplay. You would shoot people once or twice, and they would be dead, and you didn't have all this other complicated stuff flying in the air, helicopters shooting you down, and all this stuff. All of the Call of Duties have gotten so complex since then, and I just kind of like going back to play that. It's just a lot more relaxing, and it's how the gameplay should be, I think, personally. So if you've never played Call of Duty 2, go down to the store. I'm sure you could get it for relatively cheap. It's been out for a few years now, and give it a try. That's the other thing, is with Modern Warfare 3 coming out, I would just wonder if they're going to have the same game modes, and I'm pretty sure they will, because it seems like they're going to keep it pretty much the same at this point. But something that I've heard that they're changing is Last Stand, or Second Chance, and that is something that they did change in Black Ops Hardcore, is with the bombs and flags, they added the 2 game modes, the bombs and flags, where everything's kind of condensed into like a mosh pit of those specific types of game modes. You can't use Second Chance or Last Stand, whatever you want to call it, when you're playing Hardcore mode for those, if you play Demolition, Domination, Capture a Flag, or any of that. So I thought that was awesome, because I absolutely hate Second Chance. It drives me insane. But I heard that Modern Warfare 3 is not going to have it. That could be a rumor, so don't quote me on that. But I'll be so happy if I don't have to shoot people that fall on the floor that can pick me off from a mile away with their pistol, because Hardcore you can do that, and it completely changes the gameplay. It changes the outcome of the game when somebody could be lying on the floor and take down 3 people and get 3 more kills in the matter of just dying. So that's something that I hope they change. That was a little bit of a rant, but you can't win them all, I guess. So that's all I have to say about Hardcore for now. I hope you guys liked my commentary and my gameplay. I hope to put some new montages up in the near future. Just make sure you hit the subscribe and like buttons and spread the word for me. Alright, game on.